Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for watching another video. Tonight we're going to have a look at this awesome folding EDC knife from Mcusta. This is the Nami. And as always, guys, if at the ending of the video you want to purchase this awesome knife from Mcusta and help support the channel, make sure you check out the link in the description below because you do get a commission if you purchase this awesome knife. And of course, before getting started, just want to thank the good folks out at Mcusta for sending me these knives to review. Let's get started. Now, before getting started, just a little bit of clarity of where the Nami stands in the Mcusta line. So this is part of the MC11 series. So for example, they go MC111, 112, 113, and it's also available in this hammered finish. And the hammer finish is also available in a black finish as well. So if you didn't like this wavy pattern, they got a hammered one. Let's begin with a quick size reference, just so you get a better idea for the overall size of this knife. Here is a look at it vertically, next to that permanent marker. There it is with the blade open. Back to vertical with the blade open. Let's take a quick measurement. Overall length with the blade closed looks like it's coming in at just about 4.5 inches long. Let's bring the ruler back in from the tip of the blade to the end of the handle. Looks like it's just about 8 inches long. Let's have a look at the top of the knife here so you get a better idea for the overall thickness of this knife, and it is slim. That's going to ride so nice in your pocket. Now this is a frame lock, not a liner lock, so it's going to be thinner. Here's a pair of chopsticks, so this is the thicker side, this is the thinner side. Normally liner locks are the same thickness as the bigger side, but as you can see, it's more similar to the smaller side. Take a quick measurement going across the top here. Looks like it's just about 1/4 inch thick. That is slim. Let's have a look at the spine of the knife so I can give you an idea for how thick the bar stock is here. And it looks to be a little bit thicker than a US quarter. Let's get the Nami on the scale so you get a better idea for how much weight you're going to be putting in your pocket there. Coming in at 4 ounces even. And just in case you're wondering what 4 ounces might feel like, well, if you got a couple of AA batteries around the house, weighs almost as much as 5 of those. Let's have a closer look at the opening mechanisms. We have dual thumb studs, so you can open this with your right or your left thumb. And look at the coloring on that. A little bit of a bluish rainbow color here. Even on the pivot, might be case hardened. Nice little detail. We have an anodized pin on the pivot. Teflon washers absolutely flies open. And of course, as mentioned before, this is a frame lock. This cut portion of the frame, when the blade is open, will swing over to the base of the tang, lock it into place, and when you're ready to close it, you just move that on the side, and you can close it with one hand. Easily done. Let's have a look up front at this beautiful drop point blade design. We had a look at the spine. Look at how it comes down to the nice fine point. Over to this beautiful Damascus pattern, and that is a legit Damascus. That is not just lasered on there. The pattern from the handle carries over to the top of the blade here, that nice wavy pattern. Have a sharpening choil down here that makes it very easy to sharpen the entirety of the edge from the tip of the blade down to the base, and we pretty much have a flat grind here. No curvature. It's going to be very easy to maintain and sharpen. It's going to be a very strong blade with a lot of mass behind the edge. Now, I just mentioned that this is a legit Damascus pattern on here, and that is because there's 2 layers of it. This knife uses a technique called sanmai, which just means 3 layers. So you have 2 layers of Damascus on the outside, and the middle has a VG10 core. Now, VG10 used to be a super steel back in the day. It's a great all-around steel. It's got about 15% chromium, so your corrosion resistance is going to be really great. It's easy to sharpen, easy to maintain, and you're going to have a really good edge retention, as well as a razor-sharp edge. Look at that thing. You can just see it right down there on the bottom. So the way you make Damascus is you basically have 2 types of whatever steel, and you tend to just stack them how you want. So we're just going to go alternating like this, and you can go as many layers as you want. You can fold it over as many times as you want. But basically, you get your billets, you mix them up, you weld them together, and then you forge them, and that's what makes that wavy pattern. So let's say now you have your 2 Damascus billets here. Now you're going to put your VG10 in the middle. You're going to stack them together, weld them together, and then forge them. That's how you get sanmai, 3 layers. Let's have a look at these polished stainless steel handles. Again, this has the wave pattern on it. And I love the way that they carried that over to the top of the blade, as I mentioned. It just looks like one continuous line going all the way through. Let me show you the milling. Okay, it's flat here, and you can see how the milling is just done on the sides here. It really picks up the light. And we looked at the pivot on this side, but look at the coloring of the pivot on that side. Nicely done. All right, we have no backspacer. Basically, it's either just standoffs back here. Gives the knife a very see-through and light feeling. And you got your lanyard hole in the back if you want to use that. Let's have a closer look at this pocket clip. Almost blends in with that wave pattern. All right, let me get you a profile view of that. This is not reversible, and this is tip down, carry only. And the last thing I want to show you is what this knife is going to look like when you dunk it down in your pocket. All right, there's a side profile view. Looking pretty good. It's going to be really easy to draw. Once again, guys, this has been the Nami from MCUSTA. If you're looking for a new EDC knife with insanely unique characteristics, ridiculously great steel with that high Japanese quality, this might be a great option for you. Well, alright guys, this is the ending of the video. Remember, if you want to purchase this awesome knife from MCUSTA, make sure you check out the link in the description below. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.